And the word of the Lord was to Jehu, the son of Hanani, about Baasha, saying, Since I have elevated you from the dust, made you prince over my people Israel, and you have gone in the way of Jeroboam, and you have caused my people Israel to sin and to anger me with their sins. Behold, I will expunge after Baasha and after his house, and I will make your house as the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat. The dead of Bashan, the city of dogs, will eat, and the dead of Bashan, the field, and the fowl of the sky will eat. The rest of the event of Bashan, what he did, and his mighty deeds are written in the book of Chronicles of the kings of Israel. Bashan lay with his father, and he was buried in Tirzah, and Allah his son reigned in his place. Nevertheless, in the hand of Jehu the son of Hanani the prophet was the word of the Lord concerning Bashan, concerning his house, and because of all the iniquity which he had done in the presence of the Lord, to anger him with the work of his hands, to be as the house of Jeroboam, and because he had slain him. The 26th year of Asa king of Judah, Allah the son of Baasha ruled over Israel in Tirzah for 2 years. His servant Zimri, captain of half the chariots, conspired against him while he was in Tirzah, drinking himself drunk in the house of Arza, who was appointed over the household in Tirzah. Zimri came and smote him and slew him in the 27th year of Asa the king of Judah, and he reigned in his stead. It was when he reigned and he sat on his throne that he smote the entire house of Baasha. He did not leave him with any males, nor his kinsfolk, nor his friends. Zimri destroyed the entire house of Baasha, as the word of the Lord which he had spoken concerning Baasha to Jehu the prophet. For all the sins of Baasha and the sins of Allah his son, that they sinned, and that they caused Israel to sin, to anger the Lord God of Israel with their false gods. The rest of the events of Allah and all that he did are they written in the book of Chronicles of the kings of Israel. During the 27th year of Asa the king of Judah, Zimri reigned for 7 days in Tirzah, while the people were encamped around Gibbethon of the Philistines. The people who were encamped heard, saying, Zimri rebelled and has also slain the king. All of Israel proclaimed Omri the commander-in-chief of the army king of Israel on that day in the camp. Omri and all of Israel went up from Gibbethon and besieged Tirzah. And it was when Zimri saw that the city was captured that he went into the inner chamber of the king's palace, and he burnt over him the king's palace with fire, and he died. Because of his sins which he sinned, to do bad in the eyes of the Lord, to go in the way of Jeroboam, and his sins which he did, to cause Israel to sin, and the rest of the events of Zimri and his rebellion, that he rebelled, are written in the book of Chronicles of the kings of Israel. Then the people of Israel were divided in two. Half of the people were after Tibni, son of Ginath, to proclaim him king, half after Omri. The people that followed Omri overpowered those who were after Tibni, son of Ginath. Tibni died and Omri reigned. The 31st year of Asa the king of Judah, Omri ruled over Israel 12 years, and Tirzah he ruled 6 years. And he bought the mountains of Samaria from Shemer for 2 talents of silver. He built up the mountain and called the name of the city which he built after the name of Shemer, the Lord of the mountain, Samaria. Omri did what was bad in the eyes of the Lord, and he was more wicked than all those that preceded him. He went in all the ways of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, and in his sin that he caused Israel to sin, to anger the Lord the God of Israel with their false gods. The rest of the actions of Omri that he accomplished and his mighty deeds that he did are inscribed in the book of Chronicles of the kings of Israel. Omri lay with his fathers, and he was buried in Samaria, and Ahab his son ruled in his stead. Now Ahab the son of Omri ruled over Israel the 38th year of Asa, king of Judah. Ahab the son of Omri ruled over Israel and Samaria 22 years. Ahab did that which was bad in the eyes of the Lord more than all before him. And it was insignificant for him to follow the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, and he took as a wife Jezebel, the daughter of Ethbaal, the king of the Zidonians, and he went and worshipped the Baal and prostrated himself to him. And he erected an altar to Baal in the house of Baal, which he had built in Samaria. Ahab made the Asheirah, and Ahab did more to anger the Lord, the God of Israel, than all the kings of Israel who had preceded him. During his days, Hiel the Bethelite built Jericho with Abraham, his firstborn. He laid its foundations, and with Segub, his youngest son, he set up its gates according to the word of the Lord, and he had spoken through Joshua, son of Nun.